Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your monthly love predictions reading. We're going to be focusing on love specifically from mid-August to mid-September. So if you're looking for a general predictions reading, I do monthly readings at the end of every month. August is up already. You can see that by clicking on my channel. And I'll be doing these September ones very, very soon. So if this reading resonates and you want more, I recommend you subscribe and join the family to stay informed of those new readings. I'm having a hard time shuffling this for y'all. I'm going to start by pulling 3 cards from this oracle deck, which will tell us the 3 main themes your sign can expect to experience in love in the month ahead. So Spirit, what is Scorpio's 3 main themes in love for the month ahead? What are Scorpio's 3 main themes in love for the month ahead? We have the 5 of Cups coming out first. Change your focus. What are Scorpio's 3 main themes in love? We also have the 4 of Swords, just breathe. I literally had to breathe to say that card. That's interesting. We also have the throat chakra. So full disclosure, I still have a dry cough, speaking of throat chakra. So I'm going to do my best not to, look, it's a psychological thing, I believe, as well. As soon as I talk about it, I need to do it. So throat chakra reversed is one of your themes. At the back of the deck, though, we do have the Ace of Cups upright, love abounds. So I feel like the overall energy for you is seizing a new opportunity in love. The Ace of Cups isn't just about a new opportunity though. Sometimes it's just about opening up more. So I feel like this could be about just kind of tapping into your heart chakra more in the month ahead, operating from a place of love more, compassion more, and just being more aware of your feelings in the month ahead. Especially with your first theme here, which we're going to talk about now, being the 5 of Cups. Change your focus. That card can look like you needing to observe how to overcome a sense of disappointment or loss, but it is mostly about a change in emotions. So I want to get some tarot out to clarify, what does this 5 of Cups mean for Scorpio, please, Spirit, in the month ahead? We have the 4 of Swords coming out first. What does this 5 of Cups mean for Scorpio in the month ahead? We have the 8 of Pentacles. We also have the 6 of Pentacles. Clarify the 4 of Swords, please. Clarify the 4 of Swords, please. We have the Princess of Swords reverse, which is a page. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Full card. At the back of the deck is Justice reverse. So it does feel like you're having to change your focus from something that let you down, is what I want to say. Either it didn't go the way that you were hoping, or it's still a developing situation and it's changing for the better. So we got to kind of let go of our sadness, our bitterness, or our whatever didn't work out before and focus more on what is left. I think with Justice reverse, there is an imbalance in your partnership or in the relationship or in your love life, if you're not dealing with anybody, that needs to be restored. And it's kind of about mind over matter. It feels like I'm hearing get over it. So I see your love life changing for the better. I see this 5 of Cups being a positive shift for you. And I see that with the 4 of Swords and the Princess of Swords reversed, it could be about a situation that developed quicker than you were ready for. It could feel like you've bitten off more than you could chew and that you still need time to process it, or you're still healing from something else. I do think that you need to take a slower approach when it comes to this theme. It's not about the fastest person, who can get there quickest. It's more about just feeling your way through this intuitively. And I do see that 4 of Swords being a very intuitive energy, of you needing to kind of take time throughout the month to just process your progress, basically. I do think with this energy that you may be lacking inspiration on how to move forward. You may be feeling out of your depth and you may be feeling underskilled or underqualified. And this energy over here is saying that the right information will find you at the right time. So if you feel like you don't have enough information yet, then it isn't the right time to move forward. Be patient and take your time. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, I do feel like this theme is about quality over quantity, putting in the effort and making the putting in hard work to get that outcome that you want. That being said, you should be having fun along the way, like with that Knight of Wands. It is about trying some new things and getting creative and adding in a bit of spontaneity in terms of like how you do this or what you do with the energy. It could be about involving the right people, getting excited about this again. It's very interesting because I feel like this change has already happened for you, Scorpio, and in the month ahead, you're just kind of processing this change and rolling with the change more. So you should be having fun with this. This doesn't feel like a sad Five of Cups. This feels like a positive change in your love life. With the Six of Pentacles here in the Fool card, I do see you taking a leap of faith in that theme in the month ahead, and you eventually getting to a point here where you're going to have to focus on taking a leap of faith based on like making like a balanced decision about something. So this is interesting because if it's a person that you're taking a leap of faith towards, I feel like you're taking it because they've shown promising signs of reciprocity, someone who can give as much as they take. If it's a love situation, I feel like the main reason you're taking a leap of faith is because, again, there's promising signs of reciprocity. You feel like you're going to get back what you've put in. And for some of you, the leap of faith is putting yourself back out there on dating apps or going back out there and meeting people. You're doing this, it's out of your comfort zone, it's risky, but there's promising signs of reciprocity. That's why you're doing this. So let's get some advice for that theme now. What is the advice there for group Scorpio? I was about to say group 1. I'm so used to my pick a group readings. What is the advice there for Scorpio? We have Nectar coming out for you first. We also have the King coming out. Oh, that's really fast. We have the Flame as well. The Flame. The back of the deck is the Queen. So the Queen has come out for the other water sign as well. I feel like this is a reminder of you, again, in your regal energy. It's the same kind of spiel as what I had for Cancer. So if you have Cancer placements, you may have messages there. But essentially for this theme, it is about self-worth. And it is about recognizing that this is something that you deserve and that this is something that you should feel confident in doing. So if you're not confident, wait for more information. But ultimately, it feels like a celebration of you over here. This change is positive for you, Scorpio. With the Nectar, I definitely see a more sensual side to this progression in the sense of you should be finding ways to create exciting moments of passion and experiencing new things, whether that's experiencing new foods or whatever it is. Like, it feels like your senses are being stimulated over here. And the reason why this theme is the way that it is in a positive way is because you're making the most out of that opportunity to change your love life in a positive way. With the King coming out as well with the Queen, I do feel like this is about working together and restoring balance. So you're going to need to gravitate towards things that make sense tangibly and people who give back in terms of what you want. If you are already in a relationship, I feel like your love life is evolving with them, and there is this feeling here of working towards something that is balanced and something that you both want. So both contributing, both putting effort in, and both respecting each other's wishes as the King and the Queen here. A single person should be looking for their match in terms of this person has exactly what I have to offer as well. With the Flame here, there's this amazing energy of like sexual exploration and just, again, that energy of you having fun and being full of passion. Excuse me, what are you chewing on? And just kind of pursuing this theme with that passion, if that makes sense, with that drive, with excitement. So don't lose sight of that, because that's what makes this positive and that's what makes this feel like such a positive thing, is when we prioritize the way it makes us feel in a positive way. So let's move forward and we'll have a look at this Four of Swords next, Scorpio. It's saying just breathe. So I feel like this is more about that resting energy and just taking your time to either warm up to it, this changing situation, or to just kind of process what is happening. What is this Four of Swords just breathe energy about for Scorpio? We have the Two of Cups in the upright position. What is this just breathe energy? We have the Moon. Excuse me, I knew that was going to happen. You got to look after yourself, okay? We don't just chew everything and anything. It's my dog. Sorry, you guys. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse position. Clarify the Two of Cups, please. We have the Seven of Cups. Clarify the Moon. We have the Tower reversed, and clarify the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords, please, Spirit. We have Temperance reversed. At the back of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So honestly, you are still processing something. Excuse me. Very random. 3 sneezes. Okay. You are still processing something and you're still recovering from something. So for some of you, this was painful, but it feels like there was a difficult conversation that caused expansion. That's how I want to say it. For some of you, it was heartbreaking with the Three of Swords, and for others of you, it's that positive shift that I'm picking up on. So it really depends, but my threes represent expansion. And it feels like this expansion is still being processed in the month ahead. With that Two of Cups and the Seven of Cups, I definitely feel like you need to get on the same page with somebody in the month ahead. This is looking like having heart-to-heart conversations, spending a lot of, at least a significant amount of time, understanding each other's emotional needs. And with the Seven of Cups, clarifying any confusion as well as any options. Because I feel like if you're in a relationship, Scorpio, you two have possibilities and options and choices in how you want to progress the connection. And if you're not in a relationship, then I do feel like you're going to have choices. And it's about getting to know the right person. You feel like you're trying to find your match, or you're trying to solidify your match in the month ahead. That is probably going to be your thumbnail. Now, we have the Moon with the Tower card reversed. So I am seeing confusion or just like overwhelming feelings here. And there's this feeling of you really going within and hiding your feelings and just kind of spending a lot of time kind of internalizing things here. Because you're afraid of blowing something up or accidentally sabotaging or jeopardizing something and creating chaos unnecessarily. I also feel like you're coming across as very mysterious because you're afraid of saying or doing something that could cause destruction or issues. Now, I think with the Six of Swords reversed and Temperance reversed, there is this feeling of you kind of revisiting someone or having a conversation about something again in the month ahead. It may be that you have several attempts at having a one conversation with this person. Like it could be like, hey, you know, can we see each other? I really need to talk to you. And they're like, yeah, sure. Oh, actually, sorry, like something popped up. Can I see you next week instead? Either you've already tried to do this or it's going to be a case of like rescheduling. And I think that there is a bit of like a feeling of like it's really hard to kind of move forward when communication isn't consistent or when this past issue keeps popping up. I also feel like some of you are trying to get something reconciled here in order to move forward. And that's why you're needing to be patient, because it doesn't seem to be coming together in the month ahead. Spirit, how is this person, this Two of Cups person, feeling about Scorpio? Because you feel keen. You almost feel like you don't want to jeopardize things, which is you kind of holding back and being restrained. Excuse me. What are you doing? Good boy. Well, how is this person feeling about Scorpio? We have crown chakra, Sahasrara. So that's someone who is feeling guided to do something. So this person may feel like they just were called upon to kind of act a certain way towards you or move towards you in the month ahead. We also have Amazement, the song Go With You by Bank. This person is really like into you. They find you very attractive. We have Distraction though. They might be very buzzy. They may be finding it hard to be consistent with their actions towards you. We also have Terror. So this person's actually a bit scared with how things are going. But we also have Joy. So you make them happy, but they are a bit nervous about how the connection is moving forward. This person admires you. So that tells me that you have something that they really like, whether it's your skill set or whether it's your heart space sweets. They feel like they have admiration for you. They're very amazed by you, which tells me that there's a bit of like a crush situation going on here, like they have a crush on you. But I just feel like they are a bit afraid of, like, the stakes are high. You tick a lot of boxes for this person with the Terror card coming out. It's a bit scary how this is coming together, and they may also be distracted by other things, or you may be distracted by other things. So there is a feeling of the two of you finding it hard to make it work because actions and distractions don't seem to be allowing you to move forward. So what is the advice, excuse me, Spirit, what is the advice for Scorpio in this theme? We have the Pilgrim, the number 20. What is the advice for Scorpio? We also have the 1 in reverse, it's the number 30. And we have the Bridge, which is the number 38. At the back of the deck is the Lover. So your main advice is to be compassionate and to be understanding about the other person, what they're going through, and to come from a place of like not taking their actions towards other things personally. I feel like there are going to be some delays in progressing things with this person because you're struggling to see the follow-up that you want. But I also feel like it's not all about them in the month ahead for you. This is just a major theme in love, but love may not be your main theme in the month ahead. With the Pilgrim being here, there is this feeling of like you carving your own path out and focusing on your own adventures and your own sort of movement. I see the Pilgrim as someone who explores new land with little to no resources. So your advice is to literally just focus on carving your own path. With the 1 reversed, it does feel like you need to be aware of dependent tendencies and how you may fixate on or project instead of, and deflect instead of. And that's the problem though with you. Like I actually see you going too far within to the point where you're almost isolating and really hiding how you feel. So there is this interesting feeling of like, yes, you shouldn't be too sort of fixated on them, but with the Bridge being here, you also need to look for solutions. You need to look for ways to bridge these problems and to offer solutions to these problems. And going inside is only helpful in terms of reflection. In terms of movement, we can't do that internally. We have to externalize those thoughts and turn them into actions. So finding solutions is what is really going to be able to move things forward. But your main advice is to not kind of project, deflect, or just fixate on them too much, and to carve your own path as well. So let's look at your last theme over here with the throat chakra. Throat chakra reverse does highlight communication issues. It could indicate that you're overthinking things as well. And we've seen that already. So I'm just going to see how this theme plays out for the rest of the month. What is going on with that throat chakra energy for Scorpio in the month ahead? We have the Ace of Swords. What's going on with that throat chakra energy for Scorpio in the month ahead? We have the Chariot. Ooh. What's going on for Scorpio? We also have the Sun reversed. Clarify the Ace of Swords, please. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. We also have the Seven of Pentacles reverse clarifying the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands clarifying the Sun card. At the back of the deck, we have the Empress. So the Empress is saying that this movement or these communication issues are all about you trying to find ways to kind of get the growth and the success and the longevity and the fertility that you are wanting and that you kind of really deserve as well, Scorpio. That's the thing about this energy. It's not like this isn't like you're not deserving. Sorry, look at me fixing this camera. It's not like you're not deserving. It's just that you need to realize that this could grow a lot further as long as you are more aware of what your feelings are trying to tell you. So I see the Ace of Swords with the Nine of Cups reversed as you trying to find ways to communicate how you aren't getting your emotions and your needs emotionally met. And it feels like you're having a hard time doing this. With the throat chakra reversed, it feels like you're going to spend a lot of time trying to think about this before you communicate. But with that Ace of Swords, I do see you starting a conversation about that. I also see you taking action based on like feeling like you are emotionally needed in a situation. So someone may be reaching out to you and saying like, hey, or you feeling guilty, thinking like, I haven't seen this person in a while, or I haven't done much to kind of show them that I'm interested, so I'm going to try to do more. Take it as it resonates, but the feeling there is that your emotional needs aren't being met. And I see with the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles reversed that there is this desire to take action and this desire to move forward, and you're feeling very motivated to do so. But with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, we don't really have a plan, or we're not really kind of able to follow up with this consistently. So it's coming through as initially very strong and then kind of like, well, where is this going? I don't know. With the Sun reversed and the Ace of Wands upright, it does kind of feel like this is like a flame of fixation and deflection, similar to what I was picking up over here, because we're not, like the underlying cause is that we're not happy and we're kind of distracting ourselves with this instead. Like I feel like there's a bigger issue that needs to be addressed. And this could be the classic case of you using your love life to escape some other unfortunate situation or some other stressful situation or something else that's kind of making you feel overwhelmed and sad or pessimistic and just like you've lost your spark. But I do see you having like a flame here, like an attraction, and you kind of using that to numb your other feelings. So I want to get your advice around this because I don't know what's going on the grand scheme of things, but I want to help you navigate that situation when you go through it. So what is the advice here for Scorpio with the throat chakra reversed? You have so many aces in this reading. We also had the Fool card. So I see the potential for so many new beginnings in the month ahead. We have the Temple coming out first. But it just feels like you're very like shakily just sort of juggling it and throwing it in the air and like, I hope this lands as like a perfect foundation. You feel very clumsy about it. We also have Anima Mundi coming out. Like you really don't know what to do. And we have the Maiden coming out as well. The back of the deck is the Village. So there is this feeling of being supported and trying to nurture the situation. I do think that it's not about what you can offer sporadically. It's more about that long-term growth. And I feel like the goal there is to be clear about intentions, but also to kind of follow through on action as well. And I don't know the full picture. I'm sure your August predictions reading will reveal more, or maybe your moon sign or your Venus sign will reveal more, but for some reason you are feeling like you can't give enough to this situation, but you really want to. And your advice here is to really nurture the situation and support it with the Village. So for the Temple to be here, I do see you needing to prioritize your health in the month ahead. Your advice is very similar to what other signs have been picking up as well. So maybe with the change of seasons, you're more susceptible to like hay fever or getting a cold or a flu or something. So please look after your vessel. Your health is going to be of utmost importance. But with Anima Mundi here as well, there is this correspondence of compassion and connection. The temple can also represent healing of the heart. And Anima Mundi is like this collective energy, this awareness of the fact that we're all one. Our energy is all connected. So you're being called to look at things from a grand scheme of things and not just opt for quick solutions, quick fixes. Well, how does this action directly impact that and that and that? It's all connected. So on a bigger scale, how can we move forward with this intention of healing and long-term success? I think with the maiden being here in the reverse position, it is this feeling of like trying not to just instantly gratify, whether that's on like a sexual energy, like, oh, I'm just, I'm feeling it tonight, so I'm going to go for it tonight. There is this feeling of like needing to feel your way through this, yes, but also recognize how your senses and your human sort of nature or your human instincts at times may be self-sabotaging the bigger picture. I would never see this as a bad thing unless it had come out in the advice section reverse. So it's not that it's bad, it's just that it's a hindrance and it's going to delay progress. I also feel like you may be just struggling to kind of follow up on what you say you're going to do. So it's very interesting that the maidens come out reverse there. I want to clarify, is there anything else that I've missed with that card? The riddle, yeah, there's something here that you have to seek the answers to. You've got to look a little bit deeper. You've got to really delve a bit deeper and not just take the face value for what it is. It does feel like the main issue over here isn't being addressed, and it needs to. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio, when it comes to your love predictions for the month ahead. I hope this was helpful and that the advice was helpful as well. It may resonate more as the month progresses, but as I said before, if this doesn't resonate 100%, you probably have messages in your moon or Venus sign, because this is a love reading. It's been a pleasure to read for you, Scorpio. Have a prosperous, successful, abundant month ahead, and I shall connect with you in another video. Bye.